Hello everyone, my name is Gumfly and today I'll be reviewing the SD Star Winning Gundam. And sorry for the background noise, there's some people cutting the grass, specifically my neighbors. Anyway, before I get into this review, I'd like to say that this is a very old model kit that I bought a while ago. And I'm kind of exaggerating when I say very old. I really just bought it in 2016. And it's been through some tough times. And there's like a piece missing here or there. And it's a little bit modified. But it should be fine for the review. And there's no other stickers except for the eye stickers. So that shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, let's just get straight into the review. First up, I gotta say, this guy actually looks pretty awesome. I mean, it has this cool ass backpack that totally doesn't look like legs and arms, and sadly I'm missing one of the pieces here, which might affect something in the review later on, but right now it doesn't really matter. And for accessories, all he really has, or all she really has, I don't know, is this beam machine gun and 4 of these funnels in the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4 funnels. He also has these pieces right here which can be used as shuriken. That's if you combine all 4 of these pieces together. I have a little issue here, there's too much glue there because it broke, but normally let's say you just attach it like this and boom, you got a really tiny shuriken. And if I was able to attach the other piece, it would look something like this. Pretty cool. Sadly I'm still missing that piece. Now onto articulation, and articulation on this guy is not that great. I mean, what do you expect from an SD kit? First, let me get rid of the backpack. So first up we got the head. So he can look up this far, which is not much at all. Then down this far, barely anything. He can turn his head completely around. He can move his shoulders fairly well, and this is a common issue with this kid. His arms like popping off a lot. Anyway, so he can move his shoulder pad down, that's for something else. He can move his arm up this far. Then there's a little poly cap right here, a ball joint. He can move ever so slightly, barely anything. He has a pathetic elbow joint and a ball jointed wrist. This guy also has a tiny bit of a quote-unquote swivel. It's really just a ball joint. Then he's got hip articulation, and a problem with mine is that, as you can see, the polycap is all mangled. That's because the peg here snapped off years ago and I tried repairing it. It worked out kinda, it's still delicate. That's on both legs. His foot can move out this far. I'm really scared to even move it. It has these little notches right here, as you can see. It's for locking the legs in place, as you can see here. Anyway, onto the feet. He can just turn his foot like that, move it down that much, and he has like 3mm pegs here, and that's for attaching the backpack in its flight form. And yeah, as you can tell from here, it has a flight form. Now to transform this guy to his first flight form, you have to remove his head, and then you have to get this accessory, which is supposed to cover up his eyes. To be honest, it looks like Kakyoin's glasses, and you're just gonna have to put them on his eyes. Then you remove the V-fin, flip out the wings from the back, flip this up, and reattach the V-fin here. And boom, you got a little flight form. The only way you can attach it to an action base is by using this 3mm hole here. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty cute. Now for a second flight form, all you gotta do is point this down for both sides. Then you get the feet and turn them around. And then you attach the head on. And by the way, I'm just doing this off of memory. I don't have the instruction manual. And then you get this thing, you turn these pieces here, and then you reposition the feet like this. This is kind of tedious. And there you go, that's its second flight form. It's pretty weird. It's really weird, but it's fine. And also I forgot to attach the gun. Oh yeah, by the way, the beam machine gun, as you can tell here, there used to be pegs, but I cut them off and shaved them because I really saw no point in having them. I think they're only for doing something like this, but you can really just put it like this if you want. I mean, it won't be facing right, but at least it's kind of sleek. Anyway, this guy also has one more form, and it's the real mode. Basically, it looks like a high grade, so let's get on to that. Okay, to transform this guy into real mode, all you gotta do is take him apart. I'm not joking, you generally take him apart. Get these pieces, take these apart, and then you completely reassemble him. First up with the legs, there's a little notch right here, or tab, flip it out, boom, peg. Then you just simply attach the foot on. And I'm just gonna make this with the effect. There we go. Then all you gotta do is, oh yeah, I forgot to split this. So all you have to do for this part is just flip it around and boom, longer skirts. And at this point you can just attach the leg pieces here, or you could just like like keep him in there, turn him around, but I'm too scared to do that since he might snap. So I just plug it in. And then for the torso, I gotta get this piece and flip these pegs up, put it out the way, simply just put it here. And then for the torso, what I gotta do is I'm gonna put it on top of it and then push back. And then for the arms, all you have to do, depending on if it's gonna be right or left, you turn this here or here. I'm gonna keep it like that. And then you get the arm, turn the forearm around like that, bend the elbow and plug it in. Then you plug this piece up here where the arm used to be, and that's one arm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention you have to unplug this. And with these pieces, you plug them right here. They're really loose. That's the second arm. For the head, you just attach it on. And no, you don't keep it like this because that just looks wonky. Remove the face and then remove the back part and you get a tiny ass Gundam head. Well, it feels tiny. Then with the V-fin, all you have to do is detach to this piece, plug it to the Gundam's head, turn him around, and for the backpack, it's really just the SD Gundam head transformed on his back, like so. And here we don't go because it's not actually complete. So first up, we get the gun, take this piece out, turn around, and plug it here, and boom, you got a sword mode for the gun. And that looks pretty cool. Now, the articulation of the guy is existent now, kinda. It's still pretty bad. First up, we got the head. You can look up this far, so horrible, down that far, of course full 360. Also the ball joint for the head is just a big ass ball joint that takes up like a lot of space in the Gundam's head. It's a double ball joint, by the way. He has arm swivel that works and double jointed elbow. Very odd one, kind of reminds me of Astray. No real torso articulation. He can move his shoulders up more. Legs can move out that far, barely anything. Kind of double jointed knee. There's a ball joint here and then there's an actual joint here. His ankles can now do this, which is not really part of it, but I don't care. And I think that's it for this guy. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below on what you thought about this model kit, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh god, it's falling apart.